We're recording, right? Yeah, we're recording. That could be an issue. Another day, another dollar, or dollar lost because I've spent it all on this motorcycle. But what are we doing today besides watching this wasp fly around? Well, I got carbon fiber bits. Now, I got the Tekmo Carbon Fiber Swingarm Guards from Rottweiler Performance. And I also got the Tekmo Carbon Fiber skid plate, which isn't here yet, hopefully soon. But we're gonna go ahead and install these today, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Now, one of the main issues on this is this little piece here. Now, why is this piece such an issue? Well, if you notice, I've got the bobbin pin thingy, whatever the fuck they call them, to have this rear stand. And it don't fit with that on there. So I gotta do some fancy drilling into this nice carbon fiber to get it to work. So let's get the bike down. Let's get at least one side done. Let's see how badly I screw this up. Other than that, it's just 2 zip ties and you're off to the races. So should be fairly simple if you don't have these. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, to do this, you're also going to need to remove either the passenger pegs or these cute little plastic things that they give you from the factory to remove those passenger pegs. Alright, now that we got those pieces off, we can go ahead and test mount this here. Slips right around the back. Oh, don't break it now. And boom, just like that. Super snug fit. Now, my thought, in all honesty, is if I've got a bobbin pin in there, then hell, I probably might not even need the whole darn thing. Let's try this first. Let's try drilling with the size of the bobbin pin, slowly moving our way up so we don't totally crack this entire piece. And if it comes down to it, then I'll just lop the whole darn thing off because there's protection on either one of these sides. And I think it'd look good. So let's start there because it looks like it even arcs up a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Here we go. It's a big hole now, but let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. That pops right in there and I can't get it out. There we go. All right, let's put it on the bike and see if we can get that going. All right, remount it back here. Fit around there. Boom. Oh, I went too low. I went way too low. I still gotta go a lot higher. I mean, you're not gonna notice. truthfully where I cut it. Let's see. Nope. I still gotta go a lot higher. Let me see if I can show you here. All right, as you can see, yeah, I gotta go a lot higher on that. I took a little bit too much off at the bottom, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. But you gotta go much higher. Back to the drawing board. All right, another test fit. Go around there. Ooh. All right. I think we're there. I think we got it. Question is this then gonna thread in? Because if it does, then I just gotta take it back off, and then are we gonna hit anything? Are we gonna hit anything? Are we gonna hit anything? Ooh, ooh, that's interesting. Oh yeah. Please don't crack, please don't crack. I mean, not even a quarter turn later and it's gonna be in there. So I think that's pretty darn good. Yeah. All right, let's get it back off. Let's get some zip ties and put her back on. All right, so this side complete. Just ran zip ties behind. I'll show you on the other side, and that's on there now. And I guess all I need to do is cut these and reapply that, and we're good to go. All right, and I put the bike up again because it's quite terribly wobbly. And honestly, it's really hard to do this on an angle. So let's get back into this. Oh, this one's gonna be interesting.
Somewhere on the scene, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track. I felt a bit of bad, but I came back. There's still a little light in the light crack. There's still a bit of good, so good. And I know just what to say. And I know just what to do. And I'm so sick of pain. But it's all too quick with you.
All right, so a fun way to kind of mount these. They're really easy. All you gotta do is find the slats, drop a zip tie in, fish it through the bottom one, and you're done. And it wraps around the swing arm and you tighten it, and there you go. Super easy. So let's get them both in and set it up.
And I know you're the safest bet. The rules in my mind can't find the words. No, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying again.
That should be everything. All right. Another reason why I just hand tighten these is because they're aluminum, and I don't want to break them. And I've heard horror stories of them breaking, but that should be everything. All right. A little bit of work, a little bit of drilling, a little bit of Dremel, a little bit of getting extra carbon fiber out of the way to get those bobbin pins, whatever the hell, rear stand, whatever you call them, I don't know, things in. But I think it turned out really well. I don't know, you tell me. Now, still waiting on that Tekmo skid plate. This is kind of what it looks like. I think it looks really cool, and that's the reason why I went with it. I didn't go with the P3 one, even though I've got the exhaust guard, but whatever, because I like how it's actually a lot more rigid than the P3. The P3 looks like just any other skid plate, just swoops underneath. I like how the Tekmo gives a little more I don't know, road warrior edge to it. But so as soon as that comes in, then that's going on there too, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So if we fast forward to when it shows up, I guess you'll never know. So it finally arrived. It took a little bit, but oh yeah, it's here. So let's open it up, put the 4 or 5 bolts on it, and then that's it. And since it did take so long to get here, I'm hiding the motorcycle because it's actually done. Shh, don't tell anybody that it's already done, and this is way far in the future, but here we go. Ooh-wee. All right, look at that. Man, that is shiny and unfinished at the bottom. We also got some multi-bolts here, which look fairly interesting on how these go. Some of these, which I assume go this way, like that, huh? I don't know. I guess the only way to find out is to find out. So let's get some tools out, let's get the bike set up, and let's get this thing mounted. All right, so as we're down here, I noticed that with the kit, you get these rubber little gussets, if it'll focus. There you go. Yeah, we get these, and I figured out they go on either side in these holes here, so that when it's inside and these are mounted to the actual skid plate, they can slide right in there. So why don't we do this and clean everything on the underside before we get started, insert these, and then bring this back up and actually apply those bolts so that yeah, we don't run into any issues. So let's start from there. So now that we got those 2 rubber gussets installed, what I'm going to do is throw these pieces on so that they can slide in there. Now, my guess from looking at it, there's a little bit of a taller side, and then there's areas that looks like it's cut out in a hexagonal nut shape that my guess just will drop in there. So I'm thinking they sit on the skid plate just like that. So why don't we do a rough assembly, test it on the bike, and then go from there. So, fully assembled. You can see them in there. Just basically some nuts and pegs and nice little screws at the bottom. So my guess, this makes it extremely easy for oil changes. You can just slide it off after you get the top 2 bolts in. And yeah, I guess we're ready to go. Cool, let's test fit. Could be an issue. New plan of attack. Totally new plan of attack. I think I got it. I think I got it. All right, totally new plan. I'm going to take these off, insert them first, and then tighten them once it's placed. That would be smarter. Come on now, use your brain. Well, first one I've ever seen, so guess it's gonna come with those issues. Problem is these suckers are gonna be tight. Next time, somebody send instructions This would have been 500 times easier. So note to self, put the rubber gussets in those 2 holes by the pegs, and then shove those pegs in where you've got the 2 nuts already preset, and then put the skid plate up and tighten everything up. Now I noticed some of the carbon fiber areas, especially for those top 2 bolts on the frame, I could barely get that bolt through. You know, what I should have done is probably drilled it out just a little bit more, but hey, we're here, it's on. I think it looks awesome. It looks great. It's got a nice sharp edge on it too. It's got room for carbon fiber covers on each side of the engine, which hopefully are coming soon if I make more money, but who knows. And other than that, install was really pretty easy. Next question is for an oil change. Do I have to take those 2 bolts on either side of the back of the skid plate and the top bolts, totaling 6 bolts to get it off? Or would I be able to slide it off like how I initially tried to put it on? I guess we'll find out first oil change and see how that goes. But hey, that's all the carbon fiber bits for now. And only a few more things left to finish this bike up. So definitely stay tuned for the next video. And you'll get to see what it looks like, at least the process of putting those graphics on. So as always, keep riding. So I hope I don't fuck this up too bad. Extreme danger, extreme.